Welcome to the StockMentor.com studios here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I'm your stock mentor, Brian Johnson, making professional trading simple. And manna from heaven today if you were a bear. If you were bearish on this market, just went your way the whole day long. And you could have made profits from the very opening to the very close of the day. If I step back and kind of take a look at where we opened the day, you can see us right around the 10,200 area, I believe, is where we opened on the Dow. My short was below 10,250 or below 10,200. So either one of those. Actually, we would have been at the open. You would have went short, and that would have given you an opportunity to make profits all day long. And if you know where to put your stops, you would have made profits all day long and finished right here at the end of the day for you intraday traders. Some of you are going to hold overnight, and that's just fine. We'll see what supposed to be some important numbers in the morning. We'll see what those give us in the morning for a bounce or a potential, maybe even another gap down tomorrow. We'll see. But at 10,000, just above the 10,000 mark, was the next area below 10,100 that I said we would probably find some support. That's exactly where we closed after we broke 10,100. So good opportunities for profits today. If you've been following along and watching the newsletter, you hopefully got in on some of that. The daily here, breaking once again 10,200, 10,250, even the 10,100 area, all broken in one day. Big move by the bears. The NASDAQ 60 minute, same type of thing, showing a 2.9% drop today, coming right back into a potential double bottoming area. But with the heavy selling pressure, we'll see if that actually holds by the time the morning comes around. One thing to look at on the bounce will be now this gap that we left from this morning when we started the day. From a daily standpoint, right back here to this lower level of support, which is a previous gap. You can see it back here. That has provided us with some pretty good support. And that was good support all day long, actually. The NASDAQ tended to just kind of bounce around that area. The NASDAQ on a weekly, you can see it starting to fall. Now it is just Wednesday. However, with only 2 days left in the week, hard to think that we will be able to make it back up and close above the 20-week moving average. That will then give us 2 consecutive closes below the 20-week moving average, making this market look weaker and weaker by the week. SPX on a 60-minute, same type of a thing today. Breakdown in the morning. Sorry, guys, I'm recovering from my cold. Breakdown in the morning past this 1085 mark, and from there it was just all downhill. Once again, if you know where you set the stops, you caught every bit of this today. Now, from an Elliott wave standpoint, what does this look like? Looks like a 1, 2, 3. Where we are, though, has me still guessing yet. Now, everybody, I think, was probably calling this the end of 5, and then this was wave 2, and now we're into wave 3 down. That could very well be it, and that'll probably be confirmed for me if we have a big gap down tomorrow morning. That would certainly add a lot of strength to that count for those of you that are Elliott waivers. For those of you, there might be an alternative here. Think about this. This little bounce here may not have been wave 2. Maybe it was wave 4 of wave 1. So this could be 1, 2, 3 of wave 5 of wave 1. So we may not have finished wave 5. Once again, I think if I see a more pronounced bounce tomorrow morning, we still might pull back and break 1063, but it's still possible that we could just be finishing up wave 1. So this could be maybe wave 5, and then we finish up wave 1 total. This whole thing would then be wave 1 down, somewhere down in wherever we finish up. Or if we see that big gap down tomorrow, then I'm pretty sure that we're probably in the wave 3, and wave 1 finished down here. Wave 2 would finish up here. Wave 3 would be way down in the middle of the ghetto, because this is going to be super low by the time we get done. This will be a wave 3 of wave 3, which is the strongest. Probably confused most of you, so I'll move on. However, if you run a Fibonacci from 1150 to 1071 or 1073, however you run your fibs, you'll find that this was a 38.2% retrace. My student and I were looking at that today and recognized that that is certainly very it's a very normal place to pull back to, especially since we just started this particular move to the downside. SPX on a daily, huge red candle. You can see it's not only breaking this 1070 level down here, which was my cue to get short, but also my 1070 or this lower channel line, which was intersecting with the 1070 1071 area, which we see down here. Uh, Once again, plug for the newsletter. I told my newsletter subscribers to get short at 11:30. If they missed that, I told them to get short at 11:10. They missed that. I told them today. I sent them an email and said I'm still looking to get short below 1070. So there were still profits to be made. Once again, 15 bucks a month, not that big a deal. Give it a shot, see what you think. But we've made really good profits on the subscriber side of things in the last few days. SPX on a weekly, once again, we're below the 20-week moving average. Hard to think that in 2 days we're going to make it all the way back up again. But that's what it's going to need to do to kind of get a potentially somewhat bullish tone back to it. I don't know. At this point, I'm still very neutral to bullish. Definitely 60% bullish, 40% neutral at this point. Even more so probably after today. I'd go 70-30 now after today's move. That was just incredibly strong, hard action today in the markets. Big volume. Just this is exactly how a wave 3 acts. It never lets you in and it never lets you out. You're either short to start the wave or you never get a chance. It never gives you a bounce to get short, and it never really gives you a bounce to get out of any longs you might have in it. So there's probably a lot of longs that are in a lot of pain today because they're just these wave threes are relentless. VIX on it daily, and there it comes. Fear coming right back into the markets here. Seeing a little bounce here. That would be confirmed maybe tomorrow with like a 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want to count waves and VIX. I don't know, but that would be confirmed with a gap down in the morning. Not only would that confirm the wave 3 down, but the VIX would probably then spike up into this area someplace. For those of you that have been holding puts or options, you are doing really well. You're making money on the way down and money on the VIX. Just a great option to have if you know how to trade options. If you don't, be very careful. It's a good way to lose a lot of money quick too, so you definitely want an education in it. All right. VIX on a weekly. A couple days left. We'll see where this thing finishes, but that could, like I said, it's only Wednesday. Apple on a 60-minute. The devastation continues as Apple